right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. I'm good.
Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go, son.
So now here's
Hey,
35. Another throw for Fields. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready?
To throw, Thompson. Judy there to grab it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Panther Street. Hut.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taking his shot deep down the field and go. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Go.
Off play action. It's Fields. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here we go, son.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
All right.
Fields out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, son. All right, 75. Good night.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. All right.
Throw left side, complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
551, 551. All right.
Fields now on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. That type of play right there, Brock. Who do you credit more? You crediting him for making the catch or the quarterback for putting just the right touch on that football?
Are you asking me the quarterback or me the analyst?
The unbiased observer of football.
Sure. Well, the quarterback's going to say that's all me. That's a beautiful arc. Don't you love that touch?
Yep,
the receiver's going to say, yeah. But I'm the one who brought it down for you. The answer is it's both, and that was awesome.
This one is up and good. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. Oh, and that play really caught the defense napping. He rips off huge yardage on the reverse. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go!
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Thompson. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Man in motion, headed right. This is ahead for about 5. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, can't. Set.
From the 29. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Go.
3rd down from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Tonight.
Play action, Fields. Chased out to his right. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here we go.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This finds Austin, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. And it's the Steelers looking at 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
A pistol snap. Fields drops back. Needs an open man. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here we go. Good. Right.
There's a give up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Hey, Chad. Go.
Fields on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Oh, let's go. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. On target to Jackson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, son. Good night.
Here's Fields to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here we go, Scott.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Good night.
Looking to throw Fields. Catch made underneath by the back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Good night.
They'll try and punch it in. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Press. Punch right. Here we go. Good night.
Little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of 2 that time, and it leaves him only a yard away on 4th and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Shut up. Viking 18. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's caught along one sideline. Still fighting forward. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go. Tonight.
Going to Harris to start the half. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the 46. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They are now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Tonight.
Another carry for him. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Hey,
The Steelers calling their 1st time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Set up now, 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? You got a mini base. Widen up. Right.
Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Oh, hurry up.
Working quickly here.
Jump. Right.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Trying to run in. Harris No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Set.
Throw goes haywire. Fumble. And the Browns pick it up. The 50. 30. The 10. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Yep. Set.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kevin, get down here in the red zone becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Go.
That's complete to Jackson. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Right.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Oh, they got it. Intercepted on the goal line. Grant tilted in to pick it up. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Come on. Set. Check go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finding Judy. He'll be touchdown after a big play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Three-quarters in the books from this one. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Panther 11. Set. Ready.
Thompson. That's to his back. Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ready.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Here we go. Shot.
First down, ball at the 36.
Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready?
Second and 10 now. That's cut at the 4. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 18. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Kickoff taken at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Nowhere to go with it, so Higgers throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's second down.
Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Right there, right
They
there.
put a receiver in motion here left.
Hurt.
Enough to start the drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he'll throw.
Ready up.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Go!
Now Thompson to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Chubb here on first down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their second win in the campaign. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Check go!
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Down to the 10. And finally he's down at the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Ready!
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready!
We'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Shut up!
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Browns come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance of completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.